NFL 24.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've been Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. There's the stiff arm. A big play there on the first play of the game. 69 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy, crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot in the field where you would take a shot, do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson now. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So a big call there on their opening drive. They go for it on 4th and goal. It pays off.
And I think, Brandon, they were feeling like they needed to match that touchdown on the other end. They didn't want to give them an advantage by kicking a field goal and being down here at the outset.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Harris running straight ahead. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 4. Pickett now from the gun here. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. On the give, this is Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39.
First down, Steelers.
Back to throw, Pickett. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. Pickett back to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Pittsburgh.
Pickett now on first down.
His throw incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett sets up play action.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Brian Branch with it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
This offense, Charles, well, we've talked about how well they've played all season. Sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team. Get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe, but that's much easier said than done.
Marcus Epps there on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares, because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens taken the lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye,
he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Steelers ready for their next possession.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, here's Pickett.
A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And they have a 1st down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Pickett right back to the air again.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the fireman. Guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No calls on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blower when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Christian Watson.
71 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
8-yard pickup. And the Steeler first down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Pickett.
He gets this one to Johnson.
And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Pickett. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Doing with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown.
Zay Flowers
with his 2nd touchdown
the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now Pickett. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Powering his way forward. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And it follows blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on first. Shedding through the defense. And strong running here on the first 2 plays of the drive. He's got another first down on a gain of 12. 70 yards on the ground here for Dobbins. And a first down coming up. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this?
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Jackson on 2nd down.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he goes out right around the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant.
He's to the 15.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pickett back to throw.
Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
He finds his man Johnson. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like